Hi everyone. I love you all. Hope you all are doing awesome. The Lord brought to my mind today about faith versus feelings, how feelings can get in the way of our faith, especially if we're depending on our feelings for our faith. It's so say if you wake up during the day or you wake up in the morning and you don't really feel like it's a rapture day. Maybe you have a preconceived notion of what things are going to be like on the day of the rapture. And I know I've been prone to that too. I just have this, I always think, there's going to, based on even circumstances, maybe we're going to hear about war in the Middle East. There's going to be an uptick there, maybe a giant earthquake somewhere in the world, or just some big event. And then there's also my preconceived notion of, on the day of the rapture, I'm going to feel different. Maybe I will feel. I'll just feel all tingly all over, and I will I'll have lots of visions. I'll hear God's audible voice. I'll just have this big sense of God's presence, and then I'll know it's the proof day. But having these preconceived notions can get in the way of my faith because that most days, well, actually every day that I wake up here, I just feel like it's an ordinary day. I don't usually feel like it's a rapture day. It's So if I rely on my feelings to believe that the rapture is now, then I'm not really using my faith, and I'm not going to really believe that it's now because the feelings don't usually accompany. I'm usually not feeling like, ooh, I feel like the rapture's today, or ooh, I just feel like, I just feel the strong presence of the Lord on me. So the rapture must be today. I don't typically get those feelings. Um, and if people are like me relying on their feelings, or have that tendency to rely on their feelings, then it can be dangerous. And I feel like the Lord was just expressing to me, don't rely on your feelings. And thank goodness that faith does not, we don't have to rely on our feelings for our faith. We can get up and it can feel like an ordinary day, but we can still proclaim, hey, it's a rapture day. We are going to get raptured today. So even if everything just seems ordinary, we can still proclaim that. And that is good because the feelings may or may not accompany your faith. I mean, great if they do, then that's totally awesome. But if they don't, if you don't feel anything out of the ordinary, but maybe the Lord rewards those, maybe you'll get bigger rewards in heaven if the feelings don't accompany your faith. Maybe um, if you just feel like it's a regular day and the Lord takes you, and but you're believing based off what the Lord is leading you to believe, that the rapture is now, or whatever He's telling you to believe, then perhaps your reward will be greater than those who are having the feelings of, oh, that I'm just getting all these feelings of the raptures today. So, yeah, I hope this encourages you all, especially if you're struggling to have faith that the rapture is now, that the rapture is today, the rapture is any day. Um, that if you're struggling to believe that based on your feelings or perhaps your circumstances, which if you're looking to your circumstances, then that's not really faith, because faith is relying on what you can't see, but what you believe, what God is telling you. If you're expecting all these crazy events to happen in the world, well, you just may be taken by surprise or left behind. I don't know, but yeah. So just having faith based on what God says and not what you feel, I feel like is the message here that the Lord is trying to give. Just what is the Lord what is the Lord telling you, and just to believe that, and not rely on your circumstances and not rely on your feelings. It's like if you wake up in the morning and your circumstances are really bad, but the Lord says to rejoice always and to give thanks in all circumstances. Well, if you don't feel like rejoicing or feel like giving thanks, I mean, those are understandable, but the Lord says in His Word to give thanks in all circumstances. So you do that out of obedience and you do that out of faith. Lord, I thank you for such and such and what you're doing through such and such, even if those circumstances are unpleasant. So, um, yeah, so I just want to encourage everyone to have faith in what the Lord is telling you and to just proclaim it boldly and not to rely on your feelings, and maybe rejoice if you don't feel the feelings, because your reward is great. You exercised your faith. So I am proclaiming that the rapture is now, the rapture is today. And if for some reason we find ourselves here tomorrow, then the rapture I will be proclaiming is today, because we're that close. And so, anyway, I just hope you all are doing great, and keep looking up, keep connecting with the Lord and seeking to go deeper in Him. That's what I'm doing, and I encourage you all to do the same, as the Lord's coming is any time now. So, anyway, I love you all and see you in the air very, very, very soon. Bye.